how do you memorialize someone like Tony Gwynn, who excelled at everything he ever did, earned every baseball honor, and then some? How do you create a fitting tribute to a life so well lived? Well, first you look for the perfect spot in the city he called home for over 30 years. A spot nestled in a beautiful park, among the trees, overlooking a ball field, and just about within sight of Tony's beloved home. Then you invite the finest sculptors in the land to submit their work, hoping to find someone to capture not only the legendary ball player, but also the family man, the neighbor, the friend, and the friendly face known and loved in Poway. Keith Olbermann put it perfectly. What you hoped Tony was like, he was like. We knew that. That's precisely why Tony was and always will be Poway's hometown hero. I'll never forget the day our jury of art experts, Tony's friends, and his beloved wife Alicia and daughter Anisha met with sculptors from across the nation. Seth Vanderbilt was the very first of 7 we were going to meet with that day. And when he revealed his conceptual design, I was sitting next to Anisha, across from Alicia. When the image flashed up on the screen, it was a goosebump moment. It was like the air went out of the room. Seth's concept, what you see here, though not nearly as large as the finished bronze sculpture will be, brilliantly captured the Tony that we all loved. Seeing Alicia and Anisha's reaction, I got choked up and fired up. I was ready to walk out of that room and come straight up here and start the groundbreaking with my bare hands. And I think Alicia and Anisha would have been right beside me.
But I just want to say that thank you to all the people of Poway and to the city of Poway, because Tony really loved Poway. And thank you for allowing him to be a normal person in itself. You know, there are some of you that would just pass by and say hi, and you know, you allowed that space, and that's what he loved about Poway and the people of Poway, because he said, you know, they always give you a lot of respect, but they allow you to, he said, I love Poway because they allow me to be the family man. They allow me to be just Tony. And he said they don't always look at me as a baseball player, but I'm one of the neighbors. And you know, that's what you allowed, and I appreciate that from you all. And just to the people of Poway who really support us all the time, you know, even after Tony passed, you guys were there for us. You know, you guys were there all the time, you know. And I look back at it and I said, wow, you know, they don't really have to be supportive. You know, it wasn't just about Tony. You let us know that it was about Tony and his family, and we really appreciate that.
The heart of Tony, the family connection, what you see in this great design. I mean, tipping the cap and yet hanging on to family. That's what Tony was. That's what he still is. That's why his spirit is still here in the neighborhood.
And then there are the people of Poway. It is such a privilege to serve as mayor of this city. When there's a challenge, our folks step up. It seems to be in our DNA. That can-do spirit is just part of who we are. Some scoffed when I suggested that we'd be able to raise $150,000 just from private donations. And I will admit, I had a few sleepless nights during the process, but Poway came through. I'm proud to tell you that just this past weekend, our online donations hit $150,043. Think of that. We aimed for 150, We got 160. If that's not Poway, I don't know what is. In addition to dollars, we've had local businesses step up big time with in-kind contributions. San Diego Granite, Swinnerton Builders, Terra Firma Landscape, Cosentino's Decton. Those in-kind contributions are valued at well over $50,000. Once again, that's Poway. Aim for 150. We're over $200,000 in cash and in-kind contributions. A big hand to all of you. Tony once said, I'm a chemistry guy. You got to play together to have a chance to win. Poway has played together to create this tribute. A memorial like this takes more than a village. It takes a city that always has and always will love its hometown hero, Tony Gwynn. Now what do you say we move some dirt? You ready?